Free agency is a few days away. We have two more position groups to go over. The second and last one is the linebackers. We're going to waste no more time and jump right into it. Beginning with Bobby Okereke, he's been a leader of the Giants defense the past few years. Going to be a free agent after another solid season in the Big Apple. 140 plus tackles, 2 interceptions, was healthy, playing a full season once again for the Giants this past year. And during his age 30 season, there's still plenty of prime left for Bobby Okereke to play. Spotrac expects roughly a 3-year deal worth close to $36 million, which would put him as the biggest linebacker free agent to sign this cycle. And I wouldn't be too surprised if that's the case, so I do expect him to get a little bit less than that. It definitely depends on just what the linebacker market is going to look like this offseason in general. Either way, it is a really solid piece that a team is going to get, and someone that's going to be entering the building and making an instant impact right away because of just the leadership capability he has, the way he plays at the linebacker position is a really good player, and I'm kind of shocked the Giants are letting him walk. By the end of the day, the Giants are in kind of this transitional phase of their team. So a different team and probably a contender to some degree is going to be getting a really solid linebacker in Bobby Okereke. Next up, it is Logan Wilson. He's in the open market, and I'm kind of shocked that the Cowboys are letting him go after they just traded for Logan Wilson at this past deadline. Didn't have the greatest of 2025s, but at the same time, he only started one game for Dallas after the trade, and he only played in 50% of their defensive snaps post-trade. He played the least amount of snaps in a season since his rookie year, but when he does get the snaps, he is able to perform, hence why the Cowboys traded for him in the first place. So usage all around was a bit weird with Logan Wilson last year, but I do expect him to bounce back to some degree with a new team that is hopefully going to be utilizing him a bit more. But a team is going to be able to capitalize off of that poor usage. Spotrac expects this market to be roughly a 2-year, $5 million deal, which feels really low for someone like Logan Wilson. During his time in Cincy, he was a really solid linebacker. Not like a superstar by any means, but definitely someone you would gladly have in that linebacker group. So I'm a bit shocked why Dallas, one, didn't use him properly, and two, just kind of are letting him go without giving him like the proper usage rate he needs. He is much better than he showed last year, and some team's going to get a starting caliber linebacker at a very team-friendly deal, and it might be looked back on as one of the steals of this offseason. Next up, it is Matt Milano, another quality linebacker available, and Milano plays with a lot of heart and has made quite an impact for Buffalo after being drafted in the 5th round by them a few years ago. Dealt with injuries the past 3 seasons, but when he is healthy, he is someone that can really lead the defense well and makes an impact even if the counting stats don't really show it. Spotrac expects a 1-year, roughly $4.6 million deal for him, and that feels like good value for someone like Milano. Though I would also not be surprised if he gets a multi-year deal and that AAV goes to roughly 4.4 or 4.5 million. Though I would be shocked if he doesn't return to Buffalo. They had seemingly had a good relationship there, and yes, Sean McDermott is hitting the road and their defense is changing a bit. But Matt Milano is still going to be an impact guy somewhere in this league. And I'm kind of shocked that Buffalo is not trying to keep him in that building because of the type of impact he can be. I guess the injuries are playing a role in that to some degree, but still going to be a solid value signing for some team looking for some aid in that linebacker position group. And the final name will be Alex Anzalone, going to be entering his age 32 season, and he's on the open market after 5 really solid seasons with the Detroit Lions. He's able to rush the passer pretty well on top of his abilities in coverage that he's shown with the Lions the past 5 years. Much like all of the guys I have mentioned so far, he's someone that will arrive with a new team and make an impact pretty quickly in that new destination. Spotrac is showing a 2-year, roughly $14.5 million deal for him, and I would not be too surprised if he gets exactly that. The bigger thing I feel is I'm kind of shocked the Lions are not going to be did not try to bring him back before he hit the open market. He seemed like a very key piece or core piece of that defense and really put in the effort there, but he's going to be able to test the market, see what options are out there for him. Some team is going to give him a really solid deal, whether that be the Lions bringing him back or someone else giving him the opportunity in that new location. Either way, I will not be shocked no matter where he ends up. If he's going to be one of those players that fits in nicely and fits in right away, definitely feels like Anzalone is kind of just that plug and play piece to be able to get some really solid defensive snaps in because he can really put in that work. So we'll see where he ends up going. So there you have it. We have one more position group left before we get to the start of free agency. That'll be the secondary, corners, and safeties. So stick around for that. I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one.